Wow.
It's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are on the air. Triple H has walked out, and I have no clue what happened at the big pay-per-view on Saturday.
Oh, he beat Undertaker, then Undertaker and Kane beat the shit out of him and Shawn Michaels, setting up their tag match at the Crown Jewel event.
Of course. Yeah. They're having a all men's pay-per-view the day after the all women's pay-per-view. Take that for what
Yeah, the
it's
All
worth.
Men's is the Crown Jewel, right?
Yeah, because it's in Saudi Arabia, so the women can't really wrestle
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Nope,
Yeah.
not yet.
Uh,
I know that
it,
Prince. I know that Prince over there wants that to happen. Just slowly but surely.
all right. Shall we cast some pods?
Play a game.
Shall we play a game?
Love to. Thermo-global nuclear war.
Wouldn't you rather play a nice game of chess?
No.
All right. So, in
Yeah.
3.
Oh, we didn't start yet. Shit.
No, we were reenacting war games.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought that was the show. All right, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm ready.
That's going to be the show. We're going to reenact the entire war games for the next hour and a half.
Yes. Yes.
In 3, 2.
Oh, wait, we're going. Oh, shit.
I hate you. I hate you. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Geekodrome. Geekodrome is the weekly roundtable discussion of all things geek. I am John, and I am joined by the Italian-American dream, Jon Stugots.
Greetings and salutations, Earthlings.
Happy post-Comic-Con weekend, Stugots.
Oh, happy post-New York City Comic-Con weekend to you.
And just as importantly, happy post... Oh, God, I forgot to write down the name. What, your event on Saturday that you cooked at?
Spectacular. We with the Eat Up Show live.
And was it as saucy and spooktacular as you hoped it would be?
And, a little annoying too by people who like to try to walk in front of the camera when you tell them, "Hey, don't walk in front of the camera."
That seems to happen at every event, including Comic-Con. Group of people all taking pictures. Somebody walks through every time.
Dude, the reason the guy gave us for like in front of the camera right before we went live was, well, I want the food that you're cooking. Like, first of all, I didn't cook it yet. Secondly, there's other food to eat. Thirdly, we're going live. Like, the whole point of going live right now is to cook the food. So you're gonna get it. Trust me.
But we're recording us cooking.
Right. If you look at the video on the Eat Up Show page, the first 10 seconds is me standing there going, just like this. What? And I'm looking at Jen, who's like maybe, I don't know, I'd say about 10 feet away. And I'm like, what? And that's when she's like, no, you're live. You know, she's doing live. And that's when I was like, what the fuck? Oh, I'm live. Let me go into my spiel.
That's why you need a director like Jen there, you know, to keep it moving.
Yeah. And then he was standing like in front of Jen, and she had to like take the camera and pretty much put the body side of the camera like up to his face. So this way, like the camera was still on me, but like the rest of it was in his face. So he realized, oh, I'm in the way.
People are dumb.
And the one thing the lady who runs the store said to me was 12:30 sharp, not 12:31. I'm like, okay, no problem. I'm going to hit it. Even if I have to hit someone in the damn head with a bionic elbow, baby, I'm hitting 12:30.
Now, what happens at 12:30? It's when you have to start.
She wanted me to go live directly at 12:30. Yes.
Okay, because you didn't clarify what happens at 12:30.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes, she wanted us to go live right at 12:30, not 12:31, right at 12:30. And I was like, yeah, that's no problem for me. I don't care. I'm ready.
Well, you just need to hire security next time.
I need like a Club Soda Kenny type guy to stand there and be like, stand back for the live event type thing.
You know who might be available for this? Paper Doll Gun Mall.
Oh my God, I'd love if she was the government security for me.
Because she's saying you need to be like Stanley Kubrick on set and scream at your crew till they fear you. But this isn't
Oh
even
no, I mean
crew.
it's not even crew. It's people. It's like it was the audience, and I'm like, what the hell? My crew's fine. My crew's Jen and Abby who just do whatever. It's like, oh wait, we got to do this. Okay. Um, it's just He was waiting for the food that I didn't cook yet. He wanted to be first in line. I'm like, buddy, and this is right before like we're going live. I'm like, buddy, you can't get the food until I cook it. I can't cook it until I go live. He's like, yeah, but just wait a few minutes. Like, nah, you're not getting it. You're not getting it.
Yeah, the problem is the public, not the staff know what they're doing.
Yeah.
The staff are on top of shit.
Even the staff at the store, the cashier who was standing like next to Jen is like, sir, you have to get out of the way. And he just did not want to fucking hear it. He wanted a fucking free quesadilla.
I want a free quesadilla. You know.
Oh, let me tell you, you could have had plenty.
Well, I was going to save it for the end of the show, but meatball quesadilla. Meatball quesadilla.
I made those today. And then what that was I made some meatballs for the event too, for people who like to pick on, right? And they sat in ketchup from Intensity Academy. First, I boiled the ketchup, threw the meatballs in, let it boil, it get soaked, overnight in that, and then Saturday, and I, put them in the pot, put the flame on, the burner on high, and those things were so soft that they mashed unbelievably easy in my panini press today.
Nice. Pictures are available on the Twitters.
And that's where
if you want to see the meatball quesadillas. All right. But we're more of a geek show than a cooking show, as much as we love to eat.
I want to hear about Comic-Con.
And we both love to eat. We both love to cook, but that's not why we're here today. So, it's 3 days of madness. I don't know about you.
Was it 4? Did it start Thursday?
I was only there for a little bit on Thursday because I have a job that doesn't involve comic books, unfortunately, at least right now.
Not yet.
We're working on that. So I was there for 3 days, and I did run over there during lunch on Thursday to pick up my badge and look around a little bit, say hi to some friends, and 3 days on my feet was kind of exhausting. I mean, because New York Comic Con, really, there's only other one Comic Con like it, and that's San Diego. Definitely. And they're vying to be, bigger than the other at this point. Like New York has a little bit of Comic Con envy, and it shows.
Definitely.
But, I got to play in a South Park themed escape room. I got to go.
Oh, nice.
I got to try some new Johnny Walker White Walker whiskey. And it's good. It's good, my friend.
Oh.
Yes, I brought the girlfriend there. And, what it is you pretty much got one, like, shot glass sample.
That's fine.
I know, but she's not a whiskey drinker. And it showed when she took a shot. And she enjoyed it. But Johnny Walker is not like shooting whiskey. That was sipping whiskey, my friend.
It's sipping whiskey.
Oh, so good. So good. So I did buy a bottle on the way out.
Expensive than blue, or is it meant to be in between blue and?
I think it's below blue, just based on price point.
Good.
I mean, it's going to retail for $60 a bottle.
Okay.
At the event,
blue is a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
Blue, like my whiskey glass that I drink out of here, occasionally on the show that you've seen, is like a $20 glass of Johnny Walker Blue.
Yeah, I enjoy blue. I've had it. I think this is probably a step down, but not that far down.
But not like red or black.
No, it's a mid-range.
Good. Okay.
I don't remember all the details from it. They explained it how, they did it differently and whatever that made it special. Plus,
I would have been all up in that.
Plus, you put the bottle in the freezer and it like has, White Walkers and whatever. So, it's cool. Let's
Nice.
see, we got to see all the major publishers, got to see there was a bunch of movie stuff. You know, got to remember.
Did you go buy Funko?
I did go by Funko, but
Did you
I
get me my gift?
no, so I could not because
Oh,
I am a professional going to this event, and professionals could not get into the lottery for Funko.
okay, that's a different story then.
And the and they're like, yeah, if we have spares at the end of the day, you can always come by and see if we can sell them. You want to guess what sold out first every single day of the convention?
Biggie
The one you want.
Smalls.
Biggie Smalls.
I know.
So, and it's not like I could walk over and be like, hey, can somebody pick one up? I'll give you money. Because they know a lot of people would do that. And they literally have security by the lines blocking people out. So
you would have to have set it up beforehand with someone.
yeah, and I tried to see if anybody I knew was going to be waiting online. I asked a couple friends, like if their friends were doing it, and nobody got back to me. But I tried.
Oh, that killer.
But
That's
I personally
the second Biggie Smalls though that they had, and I can't get either one.
well then let us go and go to eBay and
No, they're a couple. The first one was a couple $100.
I'm sure. But if I Biggie Small, somebody's selling one for $80.
The one from this past weekend or the old one?
Toy. I don't know why it says Toy Tokyo exclusive on that one, but yeah, they're going for
That's
70
weird.
to $80 on
Okay.
there. There's one that's on
It's
there for
down.
30, but it's a new bid. Yeah, you're gonna be paying 80 to 100 on it, I think.
The old one of him in the white suit, like a year ago, was going for like 150 to $200.
I believe it. But yeah, this is all red jacket, and they're going about 80 to 100. I don't know if any completed items.
All right.
Excuse me. Yeah. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden hiccuping and whatnot and coughing.
Okay. So what did you see that was cool?
So yeah, trying to think what else was cool there. A lot of presents. Comic-Con in New York has become a big movie presence.
Yeah.
Paper Doll Gun Mall says, "Don't worry, he got you the DJ Khaled Funko though."
Oh.
It was key.
Yeah.
It was key. There was a lot of media presence. Audible had a cool Harry Potter setup with the Pensieves, where you'd kind of get a little glass vial and put it into a thing, and it would play clips from the books. Again, South Park was a lot of fun. Trying to think what other just cool stuff. Definite movie TV presence. The Boys looks awesome based on the little trailer they did, which shows nothing from the show. It's sort of infomercially like, but if you're into the comic, you totally get it. And I got to talk to the original artist from The Boys about it in Artist Alley, so that was kind of fun.
Cool.
And some trailers did come out from this weekend. The biggest one would be 5 minutes of footage from Aquaman.
I felt like it gave a little bit away.
I think it gave a little bit away, but I think there's still a lot more to go. I think they kind of were saying that this is not a straight up superhero movie. It has a bit of Indiana Jones to it and things like that going on.
Which I like.
What did you think of the footage?
I thought it was pretty cool. I'm definitely all in on this movie. There's no doubt about it. It didn't make the movie look bad at all to me. There's nothing about it that turned me off other than I was able to piece some scenes together from the first trailer to this extended trailer, which I don't want to do as of me personally. I know they're trying to generate as much interest in this movie as possible. They need this movie to be big. If it's not, their film universe is just dead in the water.
Easily. Well, there's an obvious shift to
pun intended.
They need it. They know they need it because right now their whole franchise is Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Yeah. So they
Wonder
definitely need to
Woman!
nail two movies. You know.
They definitely need to. I mean, as it is, they're really pushing the female superhero thing because they know Wonder Woman worked.
Yeah.
As we discussed with the when Henry Cavill left the Superman thing, there was a bit about how they're pushing the franchise towards Supergirl instead of Superman now.
And I'm fine with that. Just do it right. Do the casting right. Do the scripts.
Well,
I
I'm all
don't have a
for it,
problem with it.
but again, it's the whole fracturing of the universe thing,
Yeah.
or the film properties, I should say.
To me,
Uh,
if you do that with a Supergirl, then it's like it pushes Batman to that mentor role, which I think he should be. Um, this way, especially if you go like a little bit, quote unquote, older for Bruce Wayne, like Ben Affleck's age and the way Ben Affleck was portraying him, definitely
well, I think they're looking to go younger again, so I don't
for
know no
Batman.
longer. I don't know. I would just like to see him go Batman Beyond. Like, let's do a whole
Yeah.
generation.
Oh,
That.
I was talking about that earlier with Jen because she doesn't know Batman Beyond, so just telling her about it, and I kind of cast. I threw a casting thing at her, and I'll throw it at you right now. Of
Uh-oh.
Michael Keaton. We would love to see Michael Keaton as Batman. Okay, we've said it plenty of times. But why not Michael Keaton as the Joker?
See, that would be awesome. I don't think has anybody even thought of that before. That
See,
is like
this is the way I would work it. Okay, Michael Keaton is the Joker. Someone Ben Affleck's age and that portrayal of Batman in that kind of older, pissed off, grouchy old guy, but not Clint Eastwood old. Okay, and this whole movie, it's the Joker just beating the hell out of Batman and them going at it like they always do. But he just keeps telling Batman, you're not the Batman you used to be. You're slow. I wouldn't have gotten over on you at this point. This fight would have been over. But you're old, you're slower. And then all of a sudden there's a young villain, or Deathstroke. For some reason he would be younger, and he just cleans Batman's clock, leaving Batman the only choice to do is the only option would be to then go with a younger Batman, Batman Beyond.
that would be awesome. I think I have an idea who could play the Batman role too. Great actor,
Who?
Ben Affleck.
Yes, exactly. He'd be perfect.
I mean, he's definitely the Ben Affleck
Right?
type, so I think it could work. I think it could work.
I have no idea who you would get to be the Batman Beyond. Maybe this the kid from that's playing Freddie Mercury. I don't know, but someone young. I get it. So that's your opportunity to then bring someone in at the end of a movie as the new Batman Beyond, new outfit, get him ready, and then he takes his place in the Justice League.
Well, I mean, you have to introduce him early in the movie so that he
Yes,
clicks
the
over in the
character
third
you
act.
introduce, but at the third act is when he puts the costume on.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Maul here, like a young Keanu Reeves type character.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, but I believe it was Chekhov who once said, if you introduce a gun in the first act, it has to go off in the third.
Yes, it was Chekhov.
Thank you. But it's definitely like that idea. Like you can't just pop a character in at the end. It has to be
No, no, no. You bring him in the beginning of the movie, but he doesn't put the Batman suit on until the end.
Exactly. That's your big third act where he takes the costume and goes all Rocky.
And cleans everyone's clock. Yeah.
I'm in.
Takes out Deathstroke, takes out Joker.
And then it's, just what can we do? Plus, there's a lot of cool villains from Batman Beyond that they could play off of as well.
Right.
So they have a whole second set of rogues gallery.
Movies.
Yeah, and then they could run both franchises simultaneously with a young Batman and an old Batman.
If they wanted to, yeah. Taking place in the same universe.
Why haven't they thought of this before?
I don't know. I just got ideas just coming out of me.
Well, just if you're going to make a mess when things come out of you, just be sure to clean it up.
I'm trying to clean it up by making money with my big movie ideas.
Well, we have the
The
Predator
idea
idea.
I had 2 weeks ago. Right.
Uh,
What did we talk about after Predator? We talked about something else that was like, oh, wow, this would be a good idea for a movie.
not Rocky. Yeah, no, we had the private chats and that we were coming up with. Mission Impossible.
Yeah. It came out like 2 weeks ago or a week ago that they're going to start doing Mission Impossible spin-off movies that won't tie directly into a Mission Impossible movie. And I just think that's a mistake. Why not have these other Mission Impossible teams that we know exist because they're always referenced somehow, right?
Yep.
And then when you get the Ethan Hawke, right? Is that his name? Ethan Hawke? No.
Yeah. Oh, Ethan Hunt.
Is it Ethan Hunt? Okay.
Ethan Hawke is the
Ethan
actor. Ethan Hunt is the
Where the hell did I
character.
get that name from? So now the Ethan Hawke Hunt team gets together, right? That's like your all-star team. Right off the bat, Jeremy Renner's right there. Boom, he gets a team, right? You get these people with these teams, and then they come together, and it's like all-star Mission Impossible.
Well, yeah, and when we were riffing, I was like, well, what if the two teams are working two missions that are kind of intertwined, and you see how like they hit each other across the two movies? Because that would be awesome. Like something that happens in the one movie triggers something in the other, and vice versa. And I'm so in on that. Like this is the movie I want to see, really.
Right? That's a franchise I want.
The Eiffel Tower blows up. Well, in the other movie, we see it blowing up in the background, and then they disarm a bomb and whatever. Just like let's make a universe. Like let's make a cohesive, like multi-layered story.
Like even in this last one, right? You had Henry Cavill's character, right? What if you had a movie introducing him, showing what kind of a badass he is, and he's this ruthless killer?
That would be awesome. I haven't seen that movie yet, so I don't know what his character is like. But
oh my God, his character is such. I really thought the twist in the movie was going to be his character ends up being a good guy. But oh my God, as the movie goes on, he's just like a bigger dick. He never stops being an asshole. Every scene, he's a bigger asshole than the last scene. It was awesome.
Stugots the movie.
Yes, it was. It was like he was me the whole time. It was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we're totally in for that. Let's see, other movie news. We had Todd McFarlane on stage talking about his Spawn movie and how he really wants to go hard R. And actually, this ties in with what you said. The DC will not make a scary Joker movie.
No.
If Todd was going to make it, he would just make it scary, make him creepy, make it,
Of course, I think you have to.
I mean, it's one of those things where I don't want to see this Joker movie, but I'm going to end up seeing it. And be disappointed.
Yep.
I love the character, but the character doesn't lend itself to a narrative. The character is an agent that leads to a narrative.
Right.
But he himself doesn't have a cohesive narrative. He has multiple origins. He has, all
he's
these
madness, which is what he's supposed to be.
Exactly. And
so how are you going to follow a storyline of a raw nerve ending?
And giving logic to it all goes against the whole character.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate. I don't know. But it just makes me want to see the Spawn movie more. We're finding out that Spawn is not the main character of the movie. He's just kind of there and backgroundy and, part of it, but he's not like the main crux of the story. And I like this idea because superhero movies are, kind of too straightforward.
Right.
But, I like experimental film and I like
definitely
film. So I like the idea of somebody taking a superhero story and taking it in that direction.
And is he putting up a lot of his own money for the movie?
I believe so. Or if not,
to me, it's
financing.
It's like that. To me, it's like that makes it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, well, he's definitely,
when you put your own money up there,
and you're always more invested if you have skin in the game.
Definitely.
So, so I'm looking forward to that one.
Me too.
Another movie that had a panel that unfortunately did not have a trailer, and I'm kind of disappointed. I want a trailer for Hellboy.
I've read an article about the footage that was shown,
Mm-hmm.
and it sounded amazing.
Yeah. Again, I didn't want to read it. I didn't want to get spoiled. I'm gonna wait till whatever footage comes out. But I just heard positive things. I heard,
Yeah,
the panel was really good. I mean, there were
yeah.
quite a few panels where they showed footage, like, or showed entire TV episodes, for that matter, without telling people they were going to do it. Like Runaways and Walking Dead, they're just like, oh well, we don't have clips to show you. We're just going to show you the whole episode. Here we go.
Oh boy, why not just get something edited?
Well, it's a TV show, so the gimmick was, hey, we're going to show you a whole episode, which is fine. But it's just one of those things where I don't want to spend an hour and a half at Comic-Con watching TV.
Yeah,
You have limited time.
I'm here to see stuff.
Like, I know the Gifted panel had announced ahead of time they were going to show an episode this weekend, and I'm sure it's probably the same one that's going to be on tomorrow night. So I don't need to watch that at Comic-Con and lose an hour when I can watch it tomorrow night. Yeah. Admittedly, I'm not watching it with the cast, who probably left at that point anyway. So who needs that? But one movie that got really positive response that showed the first 35 minutes was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, I didn't know they showed the first 35 minutes. I find that you had sent, and that looks great.
Yeah, well, what I sent you was the trailer, and that came out
the
day before Comic-Con.
That's pretty cool.
They had announced ahead of time at the panel they were going to show the first half hour. So
wow,
it got really positive reviews from people who were there. I am really psyched for it. It just looks fun and ridiculous. It has Spider-Ham. Peter Porker, the spectacular Spider-Ham, is in this movie.
That's pretty cool.
I know. Even Maul is hyped for Spider-Verse.
Like when they're all up on the ceiling, and he's like, "Is it weird if I talk right now?"
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. Should I talk?
Yeah. To me, it had a total like Lego Batman vibe to it.
Yeah.
Which is that fun, silly ridiculousness, but with that edge of seriousness that holds the story together.
Yep.
So it's not like the characters do ridiculous things, but the plot follows logic and has its rules within that universe.
Right.
And that's why I love that Batman Lego movie. It's just silly and fun. But we will see that one around Christmas time. And
well, I sent the trailer link to the kiddos, and I got back about maybe 10 minutes later. I got back of, so when are we going to see that this weekend? I'm like, no, it doesn't open until Christmas. And I was like, oh.
I know. Well, that's the problem. Disappointment of all these cool trailers coming out, and you're like trying to, wait till they come out. Like, God, waiting. I'm still waiting a year for friggin' Avengers.
Oh, May,
which means that we should.
Not in May.
When do you think we'll see a trailer for that? Around Christmas?
Super Bowl.
You think they'll go Super Bowl on that one?
That's how I would do it. Yeah. Me personally.
Well, it's definitely going to be before Captain Marvel, which is March. But usually that first trailer comes out a good 6 months before to build hype. But this movie, I think, has its own.
It'll either be Christmas. What big movie does Marvel have coming out around Christmas?
Nothing till March. Marvel only
Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse movie.
True, there is Into the Spider-Verse, but I think they would. I don't know if it's not considered Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I don't know if any of the actual MCU people are involved in Spider-Verse. But I also think they don't want to eclipse Spider-Verse, and they know that putting the trailer on it might be bigger than the movie. I also don't see them putting it on Star Wars this Christmas time, even though it is another Disney movie.
What Star Wars do we have out this year?
Oh no, it's next year, isn't it? I got my timeline screwed up. Yeah, episode 9 is next year.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think there is a Star Wars movie, but I don't know when.
Well, no, Solo was this year.
Right, but that was it.
That was it for this year. And then it's a year and a
Oh,
half
okay.
till the next one.
All right.
I don't know why I was thinking it was this year.
Um,
Although,
I thought there was a Star Wars movie coming out at Christmas.
I know. I don't know why I was thinking that.
I didn't think it was episode 9, but I thought it was something.
No, we got Solo for the summer.
Okay.
But
All
we
right.
did get a little news leading into Comic-Con about some other Star Wars project. There is a TV series coming on the Disney streaming service when that launches. Jon Favreau, we knew, is show running it. But now we know it is The Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
And we
I
had
like Jon Favreau.
I like Jon Favreau. I like some of the people who were listed as directors. I don't necessarily know
Yeah.
who all of them are, but that's fine.
I like that. It's something that he's like overseeing that's big. I really wanted him to take over the DC universe, but again, he's locked in with Disney, so he can't. But so I'm glad to see him do something substantial.
Yeah, well, I think even if he wasn't locked in, he's got a great deal going there. I don't think he would jump ship, but that's me. But I'm still rooting for James Gunn to take over the DCEU, but that's me.
Me too. At this point, yes.
Yeah. But even Guardians 3 has been pushed back till whenever. And
I think that would be the only way to get me all on board again.
Yeah.
If he was to say, "Hey, I'm going to keep Aquaman, and I'm going to keep Wonder Woman because that's working," obviously, everything else is rebooted. It starts from zero.
I'd be in. Everything else needs to be rebooted. So, I don't know. At this point, there's not much else that there is DC. I mean, we do have Shazam. They had a panel,
Yes.
but no new footage was released to the public. And I
That's
didn't hear too
Christmas
much about
time as well, right?
I believe so. Shazam release
Oh,
date?
no, it's Aquaman, rather.
Oh, Shazam is April. Aquaman is,
April,
yeah.
okay.
Aquaman is Thanksgiving, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, Aquaman. Oh, Aquaman.
So they're going to have three.
14th.
DC will have 3 movies. DC will have 3 good movies to build off of.
And on the other hand, Fox is re-releasing Deadpool in a PG-13 version.
Oh my goodness.
Well, so have you heard what they're doing for this one?
No.
I believe I may get the title wrong. So if I do, I'm close. It's a very Deadpool Christmas, I believe it's called. And it's the PG-13 version. And the way they're taking out the violence is by framing it with scenes inspired by another movie, The Princess Bride. And they have Fred Savage on board.
Oh boy.
So what you'll have is Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool coming in as his grandfather, explaining things away like they did in The Princess Bride.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll wait till it's on cable or something. I refuse to pay money to see that movie a second time.
I'll pass. I'm a hard pass.
Yeah, I was not very much a fan of it the first time. I don't need to see it a second time.
I don't need to see a gimmick version.
Yeah, I don't think we need to review that one on this show anytime soon.
No, we'll skip it.
There are other movies that'll be worth seeing. But it's interesting to see that they do that to see how much money it'll make for Deadpool 2. But or if it even counts towards Deadpool 2, because it might be considered a separate movie.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that. But one thing I am looking forward to, that is a Marvel property, that comes out next week, is Daredevil Season 3.
Oh, yeah.
So a trailer was released to the public.
Yeah.
So I went to a panel. Because I'm a Marvel Unlimited subscriber, I go to the Marvel Unlimited True Believers panel. And they showed us 3 scenes from Daredevil. The first was a Wilson Fisk scene.
Which
was it was him I mean, it's Vincent D'Onofrio sitting behind a table talking to, a federal agent about making a deal. Hey, come on, Vincent D'Onofrio doing a monologue?
Yeah.
What else do you need?
Oh man.
There was a second scene.
I want to say that he's an underrated actor. I think he's definitely an actor that should be in something gigantic. You know what I
like
mean?
like
So
something giant blockbustery, like with
yeah,
dinosaurs
yeah,
in it,
or what?
like Jurassic World, maybe.
No, no. I mean, even in Jurassic World, he was great, but he didn't have the role. He wasn't the guy.
No, he didn't have a meaty role. He was,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
foil, but
I
he
think
was.
he either needs like a giant blockbuster film, or he needs that raging bull role, or the Vito Corleone role. He needs that role, that Oscar winning role,
I'll agree with
where
that.
people like talk about him for generations away and hold him in regard, like I hold Robert De Niro. You know?
Yeah, and I, I think he's one of those character actor types right now, at least.
Yeah,
And there just needs to be just that Brando role that kicks him over the
yeah,
edge.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Um, I did see two other scenes. I'm blanking what the second one was, but the most important one really was the fight scene, and it's him
Yeah.
against Melvin, who was the weapons guy in the first season who built his Daredevil armor, and it was badass. You know, we still haven't got another hallway scene, but oh man, I love a good fight scene in these shows.
Cool.
So, did you happen to even catch the trailer that was released to the internet?
No, the two times I tried to watch it, it wouldn't load for me.
You broke the internet.
No, I didn't break it, and then I just got on to doing other stuff that had to get done.
Oh, well, that happens. Well, the trailer
Right.
introduced Bullseye, where he's a federal
Okay.
agent who's, just doesn't think that enough's getting done and kind of goes a bit rogue and violent and
Nice.
Bullseye, basically.
Yeah.
So I am really looking forward to this next weekend. I can't wait to watch it.
Cool. I will watch the first episode.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be a busy weekend, especially with what's going on. But we'll at least try to get into a couple episodes so we can talk about that.
What else is going on?
Well, life stuff outside. I have a very busy October. I'm an important man. I'm very busy.
I think I will be live both Saturday and Sunday.
Wow. Live Saturday.
Maybe twice on Sunday. Maybe twice. Maybe doing two shows on Sunday.
Two times. Two times.
Two.
Well, they'll have to tune into the Eat Up show to see that fun.
Yes, it's possible.
So, the one thing I want to say for the end of my New York Comic Con talk was, since you have a big interest in my art collection that you never get to see.
I love art.
I went in saying that there's one character on my walls that is missing. There are characters I love.
Yeah.
I have a 3-page spread above my mantle over here that is 3 pages out of Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Right. Your
If
favorite.
you're familiar with the movie or the comic book version, it's the car chase at the beginning of the comic or the movie, and it literally is Phantasm saying, "Chucky Saul, your angel of death awaits." Then it's the car chase, and then it ends with Batman.
Yeah.
And I love that. It's right there, center. I have a bunch of Batman. I have some Superman. I have an original Crow sketch from James O'Barr. I have a Turtles page. I have quite a bit of art. But
and then you're gonna add Stugots puppet art.
Yes, I am. I'm having it custom made and delivered. But
about time.
I went in going, there's a character that I love that's hard to find.
Boba Fett.
I have an original Boba Fett piece of art.
Oh, that's right.
As well.
You do. Yes.
It's Cynthia Martin, who did the last 10 to 20 issues of the original Marvel Star Wars comic book.
Yeah.
Love her art. But I said I don't have any Kitty Pride. And I love
yes.
Kitty Pride.
You do.
So I met Tim Seeley this weekend, who was the artist on the New Exiles, which Chris Claremont wrote, which is very important because Claremont was the creator and original writer of Kitty Pride.
Yeah.
So I have 2 pages here, and they're both in this plastic sleeve. So they're not attached. They're just being held here for protection. The first is this big, beautiful shot of Kitty Pride confronting Sue Storm from New Exiles. And Sue's in a different costume because it's the Exiles, so everybody kind of gets warped around. Mm-hmm. But it's very much Kitty in that classic Kitty costume.
Definitely.
The other, now the page isn't as striking, but it's Kitty Pride.
But it's cool artwork.
It is beautiful artwork, Tim Seeley. And I'm going to, so you're only going to see the top half now and reflection of my screen on it. Yes. So you have her coming up through the ground, attacking somebody. But more importantly, this guy has the power to show all the different Kitty Prides across the multiverse. So not only are you seeing like Kitty Pride from this version, which is kind of this tiger-looking Kitty Pride in the middle.
Yeah.
But it's like Ultimate Universe Kitty Pride, and Kitty Pride is Marvel Girl, and Kitty Pride, I'm gonna blank on what all the different ones are, but like Kitty Pride with the Wolverine claws. Yeah. And they're all Kitty Prides, and it is awesome.
That's awesome.
And these will be up on my Instagram. I wanted to save it for, after the reveal on the podcast, so Stugots couldn't say, "Oh, I've seen that already."
I would not have done that.
And I may have already posted to Facebook in my album of stuff from the weekend, but I always like to Instagram post whenever I buy new art. So
yes,
that'll go up later tonight. Although the Instagram post,
I love artwork.
The Instagram post from yesterday was me with Mr. Hat. So
yeah, I saw that.
That was awesome. They actually, for the escape room, there was a Mr. Hat in there. And after it was done, they're just like, you guys can take all the pictures you want. And everybody's kind of wandering around taking pictures of the room. I literally picked up the Mr. Hat. I'm like, I need a selfie with Mr. Hat. Took the picture, and then like 3 people did it right behind me going, oh, yeah I need a picture with Mr. Hat.
Copycat motherfuckers.
Exactly. But it's okay because I remember. You remember?
I remember.
And of course, I won a member berry for successfully surviving the room. Beating the room with the team. Good. So that is New York Comic Con. I'm sure there was a lot more going on. I mean, it is 4 days and it is packed, but we only have so much time.
Yeah.
But you know what else we do have time for?
What?
Hot picks.
Hot picks.
Stugots, what do you got for us this week?
Let's see. The other day, and I'll tell you, it was actually yesterday. It's how I came up with the Michael Keaton as a Joker idea. Everyone should go watch this movie I'm going to suggest right now. If you haven't already seen it, if you have seen it, you need to see it again just to refresh, because it's a classic movie, especially it's Halloween-y time, right? Perfect movie for Halloween-y. Beetlejuice.
You didn't say it 3 times, did you?
I'm trying not to say it 3 times.
Good. Because you know what happens.
Beetlejuice is it's funny, it's silly, it's a little campy. It's got that little, I don't want to say horror aspect, but supposed to be. That's how I came up with the Michael Keaton as Joker idea. I'm not going to lie. It came directly from there. When he dusts his suit off, right, he goes, showtime. It's perfect. It's like, that's the Joker. When he comes up out of the floor with the attention came on Chopper's line, and it's the carousel thing on his head, and he's got the hammers inflating. That's all Joker.
It's Tim Burton at his peak as well.
Without a doubt. without a doubt. This is before he fell in love with Johnny Depp in every movie. Okay.
Well, Tim Burton's always had that thing where he loves to work with the same people over and over. So that's what it is.
Listen, we all do. I get it. Believe me, I'd love to do a project with you and Spanky forever. Okay, but there are times when you say I got to branch out a little bit. But Beetlejuice is so much fun. It holds up. The calypso music, the dancing. It's a classic movie, and so many things today don't hold up from back in the day. This one does. At no point was I watching this yesterday saying, "Wow, this is very time locked here." You know, it's nice to see that something does hold up.
Yeah, I caught part of it on cable within the last month, and it was definitely very solid still. I do love the movie. But
there were two things that I caught in the movie that I never noticed before. One, the real estate agent, when she pulls up to the house at the beginning of the movie, is like in a kind of a crappy car. Then after they die, she pulls up in like a Cadillac or a Lincoln car because she sold the house, so she got that nice commission check, so she got a car. Second thing, and I just never noticed this, I guess, is that they owned the hardware store. I never noticed that until yesterday.
The original family, was it the Maitlands? Is that it?
Yeah, the Maitlands. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Alec Baldwin and
yes, Gina Davis. I just never put it together that they owned the hardware store.
Yeah, which is why they mention it when they build the little version of the town.
Yeah.
Like they point out stuff in the town at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a great movie. I'm a fan. Now I gotta go watch it. But before I do,
good. I hope so.
Stugots, are you familiar with the biggest band in New Zealand? And not in popularity, in actual like band size, because it has 2 members.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
no,
they're the biggest band because 2 of them in it, and that makes them the most populous band. Flight of the Conchords.
Okay.
Are you?
Was that a stupid show on HBO?
It was it was not stupid. It was awesome. And
oh my god!
Yeah. And this past weekend,
the only thing worse than that show was the dude that was on the sketch show with Better Call Saul.
Oh, you mean Mr. Show with Bob and David?
Yes, the other dude. The other dude who's so annoying.
David Cross.
Yes, he's the only guy to ever be more annoying than Flight of the whatevers.
Flight of the Conchords is hilarious. And they had a concert special on HBO Saturday night. So literally I got home from Comic-Con. I needed something to watch. I'm like, oh, that's there. Flip that on, laugh my ass off for an hour.
Where was your girlfriend when you were watching this?
She went home because she only went to Comic-Con on Saturday.
Oh.
So she was not here because otherwise she would have had to wake up early. When I woke up early to go to Comic-Con, so I could go to the escape room and win the member berry. I remember. You remember?
I remember.
It was awesome. It's hilarious. I don't care what you say.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. What did Maul have to say? Does she like it?
I have not had comment from Maul. Maul, do we have an opinion on the Flight of the Conchords? Are you going to break the tie? Because he's already dissed Mr. Show. He has dissed Flight of the Conchords. I'm afraid to ask what he's going to insult next. What awesomeness he hates on.
Believe me, there's plenty of awesome stuff that people think is awesome that I hate. People were losing their minds over football all day yesterday. And I'm like, well, so many people. I thought you just gave this up.
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm busy that day that it's on TV. So Sundays. I don't watch that. Oh, no. Oh. She can't break the tie because she has never heard of them.
That to me should be a point for me. She's never heard of it.
That's not fair. No. You asked her opinion.
That is the point.
Positive or negative.
Stugots.
This is a neutral. Split down the middle.
Right. And if it was so good, she would have heard of it.
We are going to have a Twitter poll on this one. We're going to the polls.
The only people who are going to vote in this poll will be you and I.
Well, if that's the case, then the same number of people who are in Flight of the Conchords will have voted on the Flight of the Conchords poll. Damn it. I can't even say it at this point. I'm so enraged. They rock the awesome. You can't deny this. That is not a vote for Stugots. That is an abstaining vote.
I think it's a vote. No, abstain would mean she's saying, "Hey, listen, I don't know enough to say good or bad." She said she's never heard of it.
But we didn't ask if she heard of it. We asked good or bad. She said, "I don't know."
That should mean that that it's bad. She's never. If it was as good as you say, she would have heard of it.
Well, it's before her time. What can we say?
Before her time, it was like 95. I think she was born in 90.
Well, as much as 5-year-olds love Flight of the Conchords,
that's old enough.
I think you're also off by a few years.
Oh,
because I believe it was like where's the IMDb? 2007 to 2009.
I thought you were looking at Paul's birth certificate.
I don't have her friggin' birth certificate. I don't know where to find that online. She says 94. It started in 2007. So that puts her at 12 or 13.
She was born 94.
That's what she said.
That's all that she's old enough to know if it was good or not. What else was on HBO? We might have to table another time, but I'm pretty sure there were a couple other big shows on HBO in 2004 that she has heard of.
2007. 2007.
That was on 2007?
All right. HBO original films and docs, according to IMDb. They're not listing it by year.
No, we have to table this discussion.
We're gonna have to
because I want to know what else was on. And then we'll have to make sure Mom's listening so she could say if she's heard of them or not heard.
All right, we're gonna give her our recording schedule ahead of time so she can be there for it.
Yes.
Because I can't deal with this negativity. I can't have this negativity in my life.
All right, we're coming up against the time here.
All right. I know. Better Call Saul is starting in minutes. So
and I got to catch it tonight, or else I can't watch it till sometime next week.
And we got to review it next week. So
yes.
All right.
And I think we're going to the movies one night this week too. So that's why that's the other reason I can't see it this week.
In that case, if you're watching Saul or just need something to do later after Saul, you can find more Geekodrome at geekodrome.co. We are on iTunes, Google Play, or wherever you find your fine podcasts. You can find
Stitcher,
us
Switcher, all of you name it. We're on it.
Belly Itcher. All right. You want to hit us up directly. We are on Twitter at Geekodrome Pod. We are on Facebook at Geekodrome Podcast. I am John. I am found on Twitter at Just John. Stugots is at Don Stugots on Twitter. The Eat Up Show. You can find all his fun, awesome quesadillas on the Facebooks under the Eat Up. You can rewatch Saturday's show, catch the recap, watch the highlights. It's all there on the Facebooks for the Eat Up Show. So until next week, it is time to call Saul because it has been sweet